Hi, welcome back to the Spring Boot tutorial. In this video, we will discuss about add path variable annotation with an example. So what is the purpose of add path variable annotation and how to use it? Let's discuss in this video. This add path variable annotation is actually not specific to Spring Boot framework. It is actually specific to Spring framework. Okay, so what exactly this path variable will do? So this path variable annotation is used on a method argument to bind it to the value of a URI template variable. So let's actually understand this with an simple words. So add path variable annotation is used to bind the value of the template URI variable to the method argument. So let's suppose we have this template URI which is www.example.com/users/user ID, and this user ID is a variable to this template URI. So now user will make a request to /users and the user will pass the value to this variable which is /Fred, or you can consider my name which is Bhushan, /users/Bhushan. So that value will bind to the method argument. Okay, so it has the following optional parameters which is name, required and value. So the best way to understand this add path variable annotation is by looking at the example. So let's jump into our Spring tool suite and let's create a Spring Boot project and let's understand with an example. So I'm inside the Spring tool suite. I have already created a Spring Boot project. So it's a simple project. I have added two dependencies. One is starter web and one is DevTools. The starter web is nothing but for creating a web application, and we are using the Spring MVC, and this DevTools is for automatic reload. So I have added these two dependencies, and inside this source /main/java we have a default package, and I'm going to create a new package inside this. And inside this controller package I'm going to create a new class. I'm going to call this user controller. So let's annotate this class with the @REST controller. So we will create a REST API. So let's annotate this with the @REST controller. Let's quickly create a method public, and the return type is string, and let's create a method print username. Let's annotate this with the @getMapping, and let's add the template URI which is /users/ I'm going to create a template variable which is within the curly braces, alright, user name. Okay, so now we need to bind this template URI variable to the method argument. So for that we are going to use add path variable annotation, add path variable annotation, and like I said, it has the optional parameters or the optional options which is name, value and required. So let's use name is equal to, and we have to specify the which is the variable name which is username. Name is equal to username, and we are going to bind it to the variable which is string name. Okay, so let's import this path variable, and we also imported this get mapping. So now let's return a string by printing a message which is my name is the name which we are passing in the template URI. So I'm going to access the name. So now let's save this. So now if the user pass a value to this template URI which is /users/Bhushan, then that value will be bind to this variable which is string name, which is the method argument, and that we are accessing inside this method. Okay, so let's save this and let's run our application. Alright, the application is started. Let's go to the Postman. And so inside this localhost colon 8080, and I'm going to access /users/ we are going to pass the variable, the value for the variable /Bhushan, and when I click on this send, we should expect the message my name is Bhushan. So now the value is binded to this. Let me open the IDE, and the value whichever we have passed in the URI, that is bind to this variable or the method argument. So that is the purpose of the @path variable annotation. We can pass any number of values, or we can pass any number of variables to this template URI, and how much values or how much variables we are going to pass in the template URI, that many number of @path variables we are going to use. Let's look at one more example. I'm going to quickly copy this, and let's actually use the username /age /location. So now we are going to access these three variables inside this method argument using the @path variable annotation. Let me change this to age, and let's use the long, and let's paste it one more time, and let's use location, and let's use location. Okay, so now inside the template URI we are creating a three variables: username, age, and location, and inside the method argument we are using @path variable annotations to access all these variable names or the values of the variables. Okay, so inside this, let's print the message, and I'm going to change this to print user info. Let's return a string. My name is name, and then I'm going to concatenate age, years old, I am living in location. I'm going to concatenate the location. So it will turns out like my name is Bhushan, I am 28 years old, I am living in India. Okay, let's actually save this, and let's go to the Postman, and let's execute this /Bhushan /28, I'm 28 years old / I'm living in India. And when I click on this send, we should expect a message: my name is Bhushan, I'm 28 years old, I'm living in India. Perfect. So I would like to show you one more thing. So if the template URI variable name and the argument name both are same, then we don't need to specify this name option. So let's get rid of this name, and let's change this to name, and we have this age, so then we don't need this also, and we have this location which is the same name as the argument name, then we don't need this as well. So let's get rid of this. Now let's save this, and let's go back to the Postman, and this time let me change something. So instead of 28, I am 29, and I'm going to take my brother name, which is Bharat, and when I click on this send, we should get a message: my name is Bharat, I am 29 years old, I am living in India. Alright, so now we have understood what actually @path variable annotation is and how to use this. So that's all about this video. In the next video, we are going to discuss about @request_param annotation. So that is coming up in the next video. I will see you in the next video. In case if you are looking for an article on this, it's available on my website bhushansirgur.in. I'll drop a link in the description section of this video. Make sure to check out this article. I'll see you in the next video.